And so we will have it available. Likewise, I will make the PowerPoint presentation available by request. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get going then. What we are looking at is part A of the spring update to Bitrix24. I'd like to make a note for those of you who maybe have been Bitrix users or at least familiar with Bitrix for a while. Bitrix24 is now the Bitrix intranet product, both the cloud and the on-site version of the product. So we have both of the. We're talking about both of those, and there will be times that I will distinguish between what can be done in the on-site version and what is done in the cloud. Bitrix as a company has Bitrix24 has 44,000 companies working in it, 44,000 signups. You can see the top 10 markets for us. Probably not a lot of surprises here. And we have in this update, which is coming in two sections. This current this one that we had on the 6th of March, and also we will have some more updates coming up until the release from beta, which will be on April 12th. So, group chat is something that we've been anticipating for a long time. In fact, almost all of these points are long-awaited features. Group chat, we have a new CRM interface, which I think you'll appreciate. We'll be looking at that in pretty good detail. Task interface improvement, a shorter form for creating tasks. We also support tablets. Our mobile app has been adapted for tablet support, and then we'll take a look. We'll mention a little bit about a couple of things that will be coming up between now and April 12th, including the Bitrix24 Drive, which is an extremely significant feature. Since last year, we've had Bitrix24 has had 99.87% uptime. That's 343 days, 8,232 hours. Bitrix24 is co-located in two different data centers, one on the East Coast and one on the West Coast. So your data is very safe with Bitrix. We have, in fact, as you know, we use a provider whose every foible is put into the news, and we certainly did, experience. They certainly did experience some trouble last year, and there were times that they had trouble in one data center or another, and we were able to rectify that situation because of our co-location. So let's take a look at the interface. First of all, on the front page, as you know, we've got the activity stream with all of the main activities that are going on for the individual user. The activity stream is personalized so that users only see what is pertinent to them. In the free and standard cloud versions, we now have an event and a task organizer. Let me pull in let me pull in my browser here, and I will show you that. This is a free instance of the intranet of Bitrix24, and as you can see here, I can conduct a webinar. Okay, that's something I've got to do today. All right, and it's right there. I can set events in the same way, and then this will be connected to the calendar. So here, let's put that, and let's say that I'm going to be out of the office. All right, and that is directly connected to my personal calendar. Okay, so here it is. All right, and I can edit it from here. I think we're actually, yeah. I mean, you know, it's down here at the bottom because I made it late in the day. All right, so so that is an improvement that we have made in the in the free and the standard version. Before this, that was available only in the top plan, and of course that's available in the on-site version. Okay, in the activity stream, we now have the filter is now in a pull down here. Once again, let me go to that. So the preset filters of work, your bookmarks, and your own, activities which you have or posts which you have initiated, now pull down here rather than being in tabs. So there's a fair amount of space saved in the activity stream by doing this. Also, I'd like to call your attention to the smart follow mode. You can choose to engage smart follow, and what that will do is that will put you as a in the here. That's unfollow. Okay, so if I enable this with smart follow, that means that only the posts for which you are the author, recipient, or in which you have been mentioned, it will be by default followed. Okay, so you can follow or unfollow any given post, meaning that when there are updates, somebody adds another comment, or if there's something happens with that post, it will be put up at the top of your activity stream. If you're not following it, then it will simply go down to the bottom. Now, I don't have any indications here, but if a post has not been viewed, it will have a yellow background. Okay, so even if you're not following most things, you will be able to scroll down and see which ones have a yellow background, and you will be assured that you have indeed at least looked at everything. Bookmarks are self-explanatory, and of course for each of these things you put them in your bookmarks or choose what kind of notifications, including email notifications or instant messengers for each one. All right, so moving back here. If you've seen these windows, please. I've had a couple of people tell me that they just deleted them, thinking that they were advertisements. We're not advertising inside your free instance of Bitrix24 or your paid instances. These are for installation of our mobile application and for the desktop client. Okay, the very useful add-ons to our product, and so we very much encourage you to utilize that. They come standard with all of the plans. There's no additional payment for those things. Okay, and there is a feature here for inviting users, which has a default invitation letter that is accessible. Just a moment. So when you pull this up, you got a default text, and you can just put your new users right in there. Right. The CRM has undergone the most changes of any of our features. We have done a lot to make it more usable. Honestly, I think we'll be able to demonstrate that pretty effectively. Let me go back over here to the CRM. Okay, so in leads, if we look at the new interface, we see that the top has all of the main CRM objects. Okay, so you've got activities. Activities, of course, any activity is related to one of these other objects, be it contact, company, deal, or lead. Okay, so these are your these are your primary CRM objects, and then activities relate to those. As you can see here, I've got a lead with 4 activities that are either due today or overdue. Okay, so that's what these numbers mean. Here I've got 1 on my contact. Don't have any for deals or companies. Okay, reports are available right here, and then the other features of the CRM are available here with the sales funnel. The sales funnel now has two views to it. You can take a look at that here, and the other events, catalog, and settings of the CRM. You'll notice that first of all, this is wider than it used to be. We have moved the filter from over here on the right-hand side to here. Okay, so now we have this first column is where you can build a spontaneous filter. So anything, obviously there's there are essentially no criteria by default on this filter. You can put in whatever it is that you're looking for right at this moment. We do have a couple of preset filters right here. Okay, new leads. So anything that's unassigned is filtered here. Okay, now you can adjust this and reset it. My leads. Okay, so that's who I am here, Danny White. I mean, in this, that's my demo person. And then you can create your own filters. Okay, here I just as a demonstration, I just leads that were added last week. Okay, so this is a filter that will search for leads that were added last week. You can create additional filters very, very easily. Different filter. Okay, so save that, and then I start putting a criteria, and then I save it, and that's all there is to it. And then happily, you can delete it if you don't really need that. Okay, the filter collapses, and then you've got a nice large working space for operations. In this table, as you can see, we've got a new status bar where each phase, and please realize that you can assign the different statuses that are here. You can create whatever statuses you desire down here in this settings. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I had actually arranged a a business process that alerts me whenever something changed. Now this phrase "something changed" is something that I wrote. It's not a default phrase in the product. But now that I've changed the status, I've gotten an alert about that. Okay, so and of course in this table, as always, you can choose what columns to show. So there's the entire choice, and then of course don't forget that when you change these things, the apply button at the bottom is the apply button is all the way at the bottom there. This search box is CRM only. Okay, so it lets you, for example, if I do, if I just start typing something in, it'll give me, it'll give me the CRM only. This is universal. This will also search the CRM, but it'll search everything else as well. Okay. So there were a couple of business processes as well that. Okay. All right. Let's move to the. Okay. So email templates. Email templates in the CRM. This I think is extremely important. I've really been looking forward to getting to this. This seems to be a demo from the German side, a demo person. You can from here you can add various you can add various interactions, let's say. So you can assign a new task concerning the lead. We will actually do that in a moment. A new phone call, new meeting, or send a message. If you send a message, it will pull up a. Oh, it might not. Maybe I didn't. Did I not get that? Did I not get that pushed correctly? Let's. Oh, did I? Oh, he was converted. Okay, or maybe not. Here, let's. Yeah, let's open this. I'm not quite. Let's try this again. Okay, so if I hit send an email message. Well, I had done this just a moment ago. Let's here in just a moment. Let's open up a lead. Oh, okay. I'm sorry that I haven't yet updated. Well, I had done this just a moment ago. Let me at least show you in settings for the CRM. There is a new place where you can add email templates. Okay, so the templates don't have to be, well, here we have, for example, a call request response. Okay, this is something I created not long ago, and so you give it a name. The sorting index, if to allow it, obviously you want the ones that you use more to have a lower sorting index so that they're more easily selected from the list. Templates can be available to yourself or to everybody. All right. Then you fill in the data, the various data, the subject, the CRM object to which this is going to apply, and then using this field, as you see, you can pull in fields from the given object into the text. Okay, so you say, dear lead name, thank you for contacting. Please expect a phone call from me within the next business day, sincerely, and then simply the responsible person. Okay, you know, if I add that, you see that I get that string that indicates the responsible person. You, for example, if you have a business process that activates that assigns the leads according to some sorting criteria, then the responsible person will be automatically assigned. So you will have somebody in that. These email templates don't necessarily need to be so complicated. It could simply be your signature, and that's it. But this will facilitate a much more rapid response to leads. I apologize for that didn't seem to come up. I had worked with that just moments before we began. We will have the CRM available in the mobile version by April. Okay, this really is critical because this is sales coming in, and so this is a way to have immediate access and to be able to begin or even advance processing of an incoming lead from your mobile device wherever you may be. Okay, another upcoming feature, which honestly this exists. We are gonna look at this. The Bitrix24 drive. This is essentially we intended to be a replacement of these things. If you are a Bitrix24 user, we believe that you will be better off using the Bitrix24 drive than these services. Why? Because for example, in Dropbox, you are an individual user. Okay, you store your files in Dropbox. They are synced to your local machine. That is the function of these things. Bitrix24 drive as well. But the files really belong to the user, not to the company. A Bitrix24 instance belongs to the company. It belongs to the to whatever account is the master account. And so, if, for example, an employee is terminated or leaves for any reason, if they have their files in Dropbox, then that means you've got one copy on their local machine, which may or may not be accessible, and the other somewhere in Dropbox, and all you have is a link to it, perhaps. Okay. In Bitrix24, whether we are talking about the cloud or not, the user profile itself belongs to that instance. Ultimately, the user profiles belong to the company. So this is a vastly more secure way to hold company information. Now let's take a look at this more closely. I've got just a moment here. This is the beta version. We are in beta testing right now of Bitrix Drive. It is located in the desktop application. Okay. So in the desktop application, you have the messenger here, which I'm not going to show you because this is actually hooked up to the real Bitrix intranet. the Bitrix drive itself. When you press on that button, what you get is you get your Windows Explorer open. Your Windows Explorer, after installing this, has a has a Bitrix24 drive right here under Favorites. Okay, and then this is actually, of course, a mirror of one of your files. Now, unsurprisingly, I had a folder named Bitrix24 before Bitrix Drive existed. So I went ahead and named my Bitrix Drive folder Bitrix24 Drive. All right. So here is my, locally, here is my Bitrix24 Drive, and then in my, let me go ahead and show you my files here. Okay, so pardon the Russian, but oh, just a second. I don't need that. Just to show you. Okay, so here we are. Here's my portal, and here's my drive. Okay, so obviously these are these will be synced. If you're working online, they're synced immediately. If you are working offline, like on a plane or something, then the next time that you connect to Bitrix Drive, then the synchronization will proceed. Right now, the status of Bitrix Drive is that it is in beta testing for personal files. Okay, right now it is available only for personal files, but that will change. We will allow it to be available for work groups and for publicly shared files in public folders. The Windows version will be available this month. As you can see, it does rather exist, just not quite released yet. And then the Mac version will be available next month. Very important that this works with the cloud and on-site. So that means you can basically set up a service for Dropbox yourself, where not only is it does it have all the advantages of Dropbox, not to mention the fact that you can have as much space as your server has. In the cloud, you get 5 gigabytes, and then of course if you're hosted yourself, then however many you put in there, and you get that entire service, and the files themselves are saved on your machine if you set this up with your on-site Bitrix24. So extremely secure, a very a very good solution for confidence that you will not lose files, even if you lose employees in whatever way. And synchronization does, of course, trigger the the version history. So whenever synchronization records a modification in the file, you will have a historic copy saved in the document detail page. As always, the same way it's been with the Bitrix Internet since the product first came out, and so you will be able to recover that if necessary at any time, whether you're working locally or through the net. The mobile application supports tablets now. This is basically a simple modification of the phone application so that it shows up nicely on tablets. And as I said, you will be able to access the CRM soon. At this time, as you can see here, you get a large amount of functionality even now, even without the CRM. You do get your tasks, your files, you get all of your messages. You have access to these employees. You can see who's online, what's happening in your groups, and so quite a lot of functionality in the mobile. And of course, CRM is just around the corner. So I'd like to thank you, and we will be taking questions. Dimitri, have there been repeated questions that we should address? Oh, yes, that's right. In the mobile, yeah, there was a question about the about calendars in the mobile app, and that's not yet available. But that's coming, right? I mean, we have it now. Okay, we have that now. We had synchronization with your mobile calendars for a long time, but now the actual intranet calendars will be accessible in the mobile app. Okay. Can you upload? Someone asked, can you upload pictures or videos from your phone or tablet? Pictures, I believe you can. Videos, can you upload videos yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, let's continue a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Here, let me. Questions, of course, can be sent to info@bitrix24.com. And oh, here we have a question concerning the search. That the search in the CRM finds matching words but don't display if you strike the return key. Yeah, Jean-Philippe, the answer is that the search, you need to put in the full word if you wish to search for for a full word. The suggestions begin right away, simply based on the first couple of letters. So that's how that works. Here, just a second. Okay. Will we be able to sync a local network file service to the Bitrix cloud, specifically sync a local network file path such as server? Well, but with the, I mean, specifically with the cloud version, you wouldn't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me pull up the there is a okay. We'll be able to sync a local network file server to the Bitrix cloud. Okay. Well, here, I'm sorry. You are specifically asking about the Bitrix cloud. So let me show you at least what something what you can do here. This this button will allow you to set up a local drive. In fact, I believe that I can show you. Here, I have, let me grab that. As you can see, I've got a couple of Bitrix24 instances that are visible, or it looks like, no, that's local, that are visible here. Now, if I click on that, it should ask me to, oh, I haven't restored, I cut that off and I didn't. Okay, no, let's try that one. Well, you are able to to map work groups and personal any document, file document in Bitrix24's cloud, or the on-site version for that matter, can be mapped as a drive. Now this of course is not this requires a live connection. This obviously is not a synced thing, but the instructions for for setting that up are quite simple, and basically it's just running that command from the command line. I've done it myself, and I'm not an overly technical person, so so that is I think that's the answer to that question. All the new features will be available in our... Okay, here's a question. Are all the new features available on your online service only, or will it be available in our in-house version? Right now, everything is available on the on-site version, with the exception of the email templates are not yet available. There's as a rule, nothing in the cloud will be exclusively in the cloud. Everything that is in the cloud will be on the on-site, but the on-site version does and always will have functionality and even specific features which are not available in the cloud. For obvious reasons. I mean, there's the on-site version, of course, has the ability to add more pages and do many other things. When will have these updates to self-hosted versions? Well, most of these updates are available now, but the Bitrix drive will be in April, and there will be the Mac version of Bitrix drive, but by April, toward the end of April, the on-site version should have everything that is now available in the cloud. How does one see their active tasks? Because mine includes the finished tasks. Simply with a filter. If you go to your task list, you go to the extended filter, I guess. Then you can you have the dates here, status, and you can hold down the control button And on status you can only choose one. On status you can only choose one. But isn't there a well, there are filters down here for that. I have to go. Okay. Goodbye. Our company is using Dropbox mainly because we have folders that we look at, our own business that we do for others, versus the clients that they have across access to. Right, you can okay, in the on-site version, there is the option to share, to create an external link to a given file. So, for example, here I'm sending a message. I'll change this to. Oh, I don't have any files in here. Just a moment. You can create an external link so that so in this way you can, this will create an external link that will allow your client to see or to download a given file, much like Google, much like a Google document. With the specifically with working with clients, another option is simply to use the extranet, which allows you to create a work group which has its own file library. And actually, let's take a quick look at that in the cloud. The same would be true on site. That you can, again, no files. You gotta have files. It's one of these. Okay, you can actually create. You can actually provide different levels of access. So you could allow moderators to read or edit individual files, and then the regular group members not to. Or in fact, you could set up, for example, you could set up one folder, for client folder. Okay, and you could give the client read access to that folder and put files in there that he should be able to read. But then outside of that folder, in the settings, in the general settings for the library, not give him access to that. So that would be one solution for that. Okay. Okay. Well, we will keep this open because there still are some people who have asked questions that we need to get to. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you very much for attending. I hope this was informative. And I'm again info@bitrix24.com. Please feel free to let us know your thoughts and give us any feedback that you are able to. Thank you very much, and I will turn off my screen and microphone. Bye-bye.